Recording in progress. All right. So, bunch of dudes from North Carolina spread out around the country and the state of North Carolina. Let's talk gambling. Let's talk gambling.
Yes.
Bunch of high school friends. Let's talk
Hell
gambling.
yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
So, that's the goal. That's all we're gonna do. Worf looks like he's ready for a day. No doubt.
I am.
Worf needs a day.
I need it, dude.
Worf needs a day. All right. Start
Asher's
basketball.
gone dark.
Asher's
Asher's
Pitch
gone
black.
dark.
No, I'm back. Yeah.
All right. To go college basketball. Does anyone care about any game that starts before 5:00?
I don't.
What do
I
you
didn't
mean?
write down the times of mine.
Oh wait, you're
App State,
you're-
Louisville.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I have a pick for Louisville. I'm all over Louisville.
Louisville's due.
Really?
That's
Those
all.
so do.
Louisville's due.
App State, they went to overtime with like North Carolina Central. They turned
Yeah, I
over a
saw
shit
that.
ton.
Yeah,
Dude,
I took
NC
App
Central's
in
like
that game.
300 in Ken Palm.
Yeah. Hold on.
Interesting.
I took App in that game and had to sweat that game out. So
North Carolina
App State's-
Central's 240 in Ken Palm.
App State's pretty turnover prone.
Yeah, App's only 205. They don't like App.
only way I can
No.
see App winning the game is they get hot from behind the 3-point arc, which they can. But
If Donovan Gregory goes off, they could win.
Donovan Gregory's a dog.
Yes. I mean, App State's been bad.
Yeah, and they will be.
Like
still.
they've been bad. Like they've been really terrible. And Wrightston and Bellarmine are like of sub. Those are like sub majors, man.
They're the
Those are
best
like
team.
below mid majors, bro.
They're
like
best
the
team-
better.
They're the best teams in the conference. Man.
Yeah, but their conferences are terrible, but they're the best.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, who are you betting on if you're betting on Louisville to win a game by 6 points? Who's scoring them 71.4 points? Their implied team total.
Averaging
L.
21 a
Ellis.
game. L.
The
Ellis.
fact you know a player's name on Louisville is crazy to me.
Bro,
Ellis,
No, they-
Jalen Withers averages 16, and they have Brandon Huntley Hatfield from
I
Tennessee.
was gonna say Huntley
He's a
Hatfield
beast.
was like a 5-star.
Yeah, he transferred.
App
to Louisville
State,
this year.
App State averaging 110 points per game.
Bro,
Yeah,
they
because they
played a
scored
Division
142
III
on a D3 school.
They put yeah.
142 on
They're
a
not
D3
good.
school. I don't know.
No, I
They-
know that's just
And they
6
turned
points seems
and they
like a
turned the ball
lot.
over 17 times that game.
You don't think 6 points is a lot?
It's at 5. That's what I got it at.
I think it's at 5.5
I
right
see
now.
it.
it's at
Yes.
6 right now. On Bleacher
it at
Report, it's at
6.
I got
Maybe.
it at 5. So
I would like it at like 4.5.
I'm probably
Mhm.
staying away from that game.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
You never know what either of these teams are, especially when they've played a weird schedule.
I probably wouldn't bet on any. I wouldn't bet on any college basketball that doesn't have a ranked team playing.
That's kinda lame.
No,
my
I don't think those games are probably more accurate. I
A-
feel like
Asher
Vegas
likes the
gets those
late
games
night.
right.
Asher likes the late
Yeah,
night.
Asher.
Oh, yeah,
Asher was all
I was
over.
all over Yale last night.
Were
Dude,
you
I was gonna-
actually?
I was on Yale in the under, and then I went to make the bets, and the game was gone because I thought it started
my
at
God.
12:09 Eastern, and it started at 11:59 Eastern.
Dude, the
So-
under, that was the ugliest game of basketball.
I went to live bet it. I went to
It was
live
so
bet
bad.
the under, and it dropped to 121 within 2 minutes.
Yeah,
So I
it was
lost
like
10
0
points. I wasn't
to
gonna take it.
0. It was 0-0 with like
Did
4 minutes.
under
in it.
121 still hit or no?
Mhm.
Gosh, I don't know. Actually, it ended.
No, it got to
62
124 because it went to overtime. Or
Did
one.
it actually?
129.
I think I'm pretty sure the under still hit. Hold on. Let me look.
I thought it was 66,
Well, the
63.
the regular under maybe. I'm talking to Will because Will said the live line was 121.
No, I don't think that hit.
It
What
was
was the
yeah,
score
and
after?
no, it ended at 121. 62-59.
Yeah, the original under was 131. I didn't want it. But
I've got Auburn Winthrop under 150 5.5.
Yeah, me too. I saw it at 151. It keeps going up. So that
Yeah,
kind of
that's
worries
just,
me.
I mean, that's just a huge line. And our offense, last game we had 22 points at halftime. Like our offense just has
Yeah,
not
no,
been that
your
good.
offense is awful. You guys can't shoot. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
Winthrop's-
Our only shooter right now at the guard spot is Wendell Green. So
And Winthrop's offense, they like to explode. They've been good the last couple of years. I mean, I don't see them winning at all, but that under is probably.
I think
did you
this is
take
the
under at,
worst.
Luke?
150.5.
It's at 152 right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, it keeps going up. That's why I'm saying. I don't know. But Winthrop sucks. I think this is the worst
That's
Winthrop
just-
team in a while.
Dude, that means that the game.
Their
If we
coach
win
left,
by
right?
more than 10, if Auburn wins by more than 10 for the over to hit, that means Auburn to score 90. I don't know if I see that.
I don't see Auburn scoring 90 points tonight.
So we're
Their
hammering
implied
the
team
under.
total is 85.
Jeez.
Robbie.
I mean, Winthrop's implied team total is at 66, and I don't really see that happening. Auburn's implied team total is at 85, and I don't see that happening either.
Our defense isn't even bad.
Your defense is good. It's
Yeah.
Bruce Pearl. He might be a cheater, but he coaches a good team.
Johnny Broom is the new Walker Kessler.
He is horrible for you guys. He is downright
tough.
terrible. He is
He's
tough,
tough.
but let's look at his stats. This is one of the best transfers in the country.
He's
0
a
for
sophomore
6,
too.
0 for 6, 3 points, 0 for 1 from 3, 3 for 7 from the free throw line, and 8 rebounds. 3 turnovers too.
Yeah, he's shooting 29% right now.
He's been awful.
Two
Your offense just
blocks,
sucks. I don't know what it
2
is.
steals. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I got the
I don't
under
know.
in
With the
that.
line movement,
my
I'm staying away.
My dog
Ooh,
State
That's
money line, plus 230.
crazy.
Oh no.
bad. That's bad. I don't know about
Michigan
that.
State's at home. They almost just beat Gonzaga.
No, they're
home.
not.
It's
It's a neutral site.
Site.
The Champions Classic.
No, but they're the home team.
That doesn't
That
matter.
doesn't
a
matter.
neutral
It
site.
fucking
in
matters, right?
Indianapolis.
It's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean
It's
it
in the
doesn't matter.
Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and the home team is Michigan State. They're locked in.
Uh-huh.
All I'm saying, Kentucky fans are going to be at that game.
Yeah.
I
Kentucky
guarantee you.
fans travel.
Kentucky fans travel and it's close.
Well, if you don't think Michigan State's
Ish.
going to win, I think the under is a good play because I don't think Michigan State's
Yeah.
scoring 80
like that.
points.
I
Or
like the
6-7.
under, but if you just look at if you just look at Kentucky's roster, I'm not betting an under with that many good players on one roster.
Antonio
Yeah.
No
Antonio
shot.
is going to be a problem. I mean,
I took the over. one.
he's
Yeah.
led the team in the Bahamas all throughout the first couple games. He had 6 threes in their first
Wait, who
game.
said the over?
Small sample
Who
size,
said
but
who said the over?
I said the
Wharf.
over.
Okay. Why do you
got
like the
one-
over?
I got 141.5 on that one. I don't know. I mean, you can look at Kentucky's last 2 games, and their 2 games, I mean, high scoring, and in the past, and MSU has also scored. I mean, they're averaging 68, I want to say 68.
Yeah, they
70
are.
points.
Kentucky's averaging 86.
Which doesn't mean they're going to score that much against Kentucky, but I mean, who knows? You know, Kentucky's going to be up there this game. So I'm hitting the over on that one.
you got
Okay.
Oscar coming back too. He's on a minutes restriction, but I mean they're gonna play him for 4 to 5 minute bursts. So you got to think he's
Wait,
gonna
what was his
be-
injury? I didn't even know he was
He
out.
had a knee procedure done in the offseason, like just like cleanup work on his knee. And they've been
Okay.
playing it safe for him to come back. And then Damian Collins, little revenge game for it, coming after family situation. Think he's gonna be a big factor too.
Like Will said, I mean, it doesn't make sense putting the under on top of that Kentucky offense. It's just
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't have the under as a
Makes
pick, but I just looked
Yeah.
at it and saw that.
I don't even think Kentucky's played their best basketball yet.
No, I mean we've
I think
shot
that's the number 1 team in the country on paper and what we've seen so far, probably. If it's not Duke,
I mean
What's
Kentucky.
their starting lineup? Does Jacob Toppin start or no?
Yeah.
I don't know what their lineup's going. What is their lineup going to be?
Right now it's been most likely Severe is still coming back, so it'll be Casey Wallace,
Oh, no, that guy.
CJ Frederick, Antonio Reeves, Jacob Toppin, and then they'll probably start Oscar because he's coming back.
Okay. I don't know most of their players. I knew them last year.
Is
though.
that the best lineup for
I mean-
Kentucky to start?
Uh,
Is that like if you have Jacob Toppin and Oscar Shibwe on the court at the same time, is that a good roster?
I mean, yeah, because Jacob actually has developed a jump shot.
What
I
about
mean-
Severe Wheeler? So what if Severe Wheeler's now your point guard? He can't shoot threes either.
He's gonna be our sixth man, deep down.
gonna-
I think by
yeah.
the end, he's gonna be the spark plug off the bench.
Got to put Livingston in. That guy's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I think Casey Wallace
CJ
is probably gonna
CJ
be.
Frederick.
Oh, Chris Livingston?
Yeah,
Oh, he's off the bench?
yeah. Our
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
our second rotation right now is Severe, Chris Livingston, Ugana
Is
Kinsley,
Frederick-
who's his seventh. Frederick starts.
That's how you do it. Cal's a smart
Lance
guy.
Lance Ware is coming off the bench too. You got 2 7-footers in the
You have 9
in the
players.
paint.
That's pretty impressive.
It's not.
You guys want to move on to the Duke Kansas game?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah, I got the over.
I got
Good
the
advice.
over, too.
I got the over.
Duke gets the job
So-
done because they don't. Kansas doesn't have a deep bench at all.
No, they lost Remy Martin, Christian Braun, McCormick, and Ochai Abaji.
I
That's
don't
like
know
four.
much about Kansas
That's-
this year, but
They
I
have
just know
great. They have Grady. They got that guy from Texas Tech. What's his name? McCullough. The guy from Texas
Oh,
Tech.
Kevin McCullough.
Kevin McCullough.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also
I
got
know.
Jalen Green or Jalen Wilson or whatever. his
Jalen
name
Yeah,
is.
Jalen Wilson last game had 21. He's definitely their best player.
Grady Dick's been a problem too. 23 in your
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, he's
college
pretty
start.
good.
He
I
had
just think
12. He had 12, 6, and 3 last game in 26 minutes. Pretty good.
For a freshman. That's putting up pretty good numbers.
Yeah, for
Start
sure.
the-
You want
I mean,
to
it's
know
gonna
what
score
putting
a
up
lot
good
of
numbers is? You want to know what freshman putting up good numbers is? Go look at Mark Mitchell. Go look at Kyle
he's
Filipowski.
such a
And-
beast.
Dude,
Yeah.
these two guys aren't even like the best freshmen on the roster. These are like the second
Yeah,
tier
Derek-
freshmen on the
Derek
roster.
Lively and Tariq Whitehead are out. Or actually Lively's playing now.
Yeah,
but
Lively's
I think
playing.
Whitehead's still out.
Tariq
Whitehead's
Whitehead
down.
comes back Friday.
Yeah, they're deep. And they have they got Ryan
Ryan
Young,
Young.
and Jacob Grandison. So he's
Illinois-
been a beast.
I know we're talking about Duke, but Illinois.
I love
is
Illinois.
big- Illinois is
I
some
love
big who's
Illinois.
tough as fuck. He's like the new Kofi.
Yeah,
Dane
Dane,
Danger.
like,
Danger.
yeah.
Tough as
The danger zone.
Dude, I was watching Illinois last night. I'm literally gonna be betting on that team every day. Every single day they're playing, I'm betting on them. They look like they're so good.
Yeah, their defense
Coleman,
is insane.
Guy Clark.
Guy Clark, they got Matthew Meyer. They're gonna be good.
So any other
Terrence
picks on the Duke
Shannon?
Kansas besides
Besides-
the over?
I like
Besides
Duke.
Asher, is that
I
Fucking-
like Duke. I think Duke gets the job done. Kansas doesn't have that deep of a bench.
Duke. Yeah, I like Duke minus 1.5. I don't care. I'm probably gonna take the money line, and then if Duke goes up huge, just tap Kansas a little because it might be a classic. You never know.
Hedge.
Yeah, line says that we're in for a classic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My last college basketball pick. Last college basketball pick, I got UNC spread minus 22.5.
shouldn't take that. You shouldn't.
No. I didn't take it. It was just my pick.
I wouldn't pick that just because I'm a UNC fan and I've watched their last 2 games. They were down against Charleston at
Yeah.
halftime.
Charleston
And then
Charleston almost
They're down
the
for a
first-
while.
beat them last year.
I-
UNC is
and
the
the
I mean,
first
it's
this year.
look at the team playing.
but-
We got Gardner Webb here.
Oh, did he?
Uh.
Get,
It's
Did it stop recording and then start again?
Yeah.
yeah, it started again.
Is that, I mean, is that all the picks for college basketball or does anyone want to talk about?
That's
I
I have a
was.
ton.
I got one.
I have like a ton that are not related.
I've
to
got
these
one.
games.
I'm really confident in.
Me
Which
too.
one?
All right, let's hear the
Temple-
Stern
What
Max.
you got, Stern?
Temple
Um,
minus 4.5.
Oh
home
my
against
god.
Vanderbilt.
This guy fell for the Temple scam.
No. Vanderbilt is so bad. You can't even.
Vanderbilt
you
is
can't even know.
terrible.
Their offense is so bad. It is
That
so
is-
bad.
That is the worst game to watch. What's the over under on that one?
Let me look. 133.
That's
It
a,
opened at 136.
yeah. I was gonna say
Dude,
that
Vanderbilt-
is such a large number for any team
Vanderbilt, they
called
just suck.
Vanderbilt.
Hey,
Vanderbilt,
Will,
no Pippin.
Will, you'll appreciate this one. I'm taking Dayton minus 4.5 in Las
Listen,
Vegas.
Listen.
I don't like that.
So that's
trap
I
game.
have it written down. Listen, how does that make sense?
I
How does that make sense? That's what I don't get. That's why
It's-
I don't know if I'm gonna take
I
it.
look. I looked
But
at that.
What does that mean? Minus 4.5? Dayton is on paper when Malachi Smith gets back and Brea. On paper, that's a Final Four team. I don't care. They have guards. They have a 7-footer, like a good ass 7-footer. They have a 6'10" kid who can shoot. Bunch of international dudes. Malachi Smith is going to the NBA.
Yeah.
Like they're the best team in the A10 by a mile. They're gonna win a lot of games by a lot of points this year. They run. So how does 4.5 make sense against an UNLV team? I forgot who they just played. Let me look, but they did not
they
play
still
well.
have
They
that
won by like
guy?
6.
Do they still have that really good guy from last year? I don't know about their
UNLV?
team. Yeah, last year they had some dude who scored hella. Asher probably knows.
UNLV hasn't.
I watched my fair share of UNLV games.
Oh
but
no, they don't have him anymore. They used to have
Dude.
some really good guy.
I mean, look at their scores, dude. They beat Incarnate Word, and if you don't know by now, that's kind of one of the dumpster. That's one of they get paid a lot of money to get their.
That's
ass
not a
kicked.
real team.
They
And
beat
then
them
they
by
played
25.
Southern. I watched Southern basketball live in McHale Center in Tucson, Arizona, and that team is absolutely cheeks. UNLV is not good, but Dayton beat Lindenwood by less than 30 points, which murdered me last week.
Oh, this is who I was
and
talking
then
about. Asher.
they came back and beat SMU Bryce Hamilton.
That guy dropped like 30 a game last year.
I don't know. Dayton minus 4.5 makes no sense to me. Makes absolutely no sense to me. They just
Trap.
beat a better team by 12 points.
I don't know anything about UNLV, but the steal differential is pretty interesting. UNLV averages 15 a game, which is maybe they
That's
think
kind of freaky.
maybe they think Dayton will turn it
A lot
over
of teams are averaging that when you play Southern and
That
Incarnate
is
Word.
true. Yeah.
I think
Like-
Dayton on paper, like Will said, I think Dayton on paper is one of the best teams. And I mean,
Final Four team.
offensively, I think they're going to get out and run a lot. But
I think
don't
it'll
know a
get
lot
better
about-
for them.
I think that travel over to UNLV, those fans are rowdy in Vegas.
Yeah.
I think it. Could be
Yeah, they
closer than-
are.
I
Yeah,
think
it could be a home
closer
dog
than-
situation.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. That arena is always jumping.
All right.
UNLV.
it'll be a
move
late
on.
game. Dayton
Yeah.
pulls away.
Yeah.
So Rand at Dayton, or was it Will?
I had Dayton.
He did.
I have it. I'm not sure if I'll take it yet, but it's definitely one that I'm heavily looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to look at let's do a game that probably no one looked at, but they should. NC State is minus 14.5 against Florida International University. Florida International University is
FIU.
not good. They are not great. Like every year they're like middle of the pack in what's that shit called? What's that?
They've played
The
Houston
SAC?
Baptist.
Southern
and-
Atlantic?
They've played Houston Baptist and Florida National, which isn't even
That's
a real team.
that's one of my points. Florida National is like I don't know if they're D3 or D2, but
I mean, they
they're
don't
not.
they don't have a logo, so they're pretty bad.
Yeah, and then Houston Baptist is we can look on KenPom right now. I bet Houston Baptist is close to 350.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're horrible.
They don't even come up.
What about
I don't know how that's possible.
Isn't NC State playing FIU?
yeah,
FIU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, FI. So FIU sucks. I don't think FIU is very good this year. And I just think you're overreacting to like a close game with Campbell.
Yeah,
Because Campbell's produced like good players and been like decent.
Yeah, like
Like
Chris
nothing
Clemens.
nothing good. Yeah. Like Arizona has a guy from Campbell who averaged like 15 last year. Like they have dudes on the team. So NC State is like a sneaky good roster. If you really look at it, Traquavion, he's going to the NBA.
Turquavion, don't diss him.
Turquavion, my bad. And then they got Jarkel Joyner from Mississippi Ole Miss. So, I mean, on top of that, they got this one guy. How do I say his name? Dusan Mohorčić,
Oh, okay.
6'10" senior from Serbia. I don't know.
He's definitely
played all-
gonna-
He's played all right this year, and he's filled in 18 minutes. And I mean, Manny Bates is at Butler now, so they don't really have a big man. But
Okay.
they brought in a couple guys. They brought in this Jarkel Joyner from Ole Miss, and then Jack Clark from LaSalle, I think. Yeah, I mean, he averaged 12 at LaSalle this year. Like all of a sudden, NC State is like maybe NC State again. Decent basketball team. Like they beat Arkansas Pine Bluff by 49. They
See,
beat
they
a
also-
D1. They beat a D1 team by 49.
They
They
also
also
start
beat-
the year out hot every year and to figure out a way to choke and not make the tournament. So that's
I
another.
mean,
they were-
Louise McRae
They were
also-
so injured last year, though. They had no shot last year. Their team was garbage. It was Seabrook and Smith, and then like plebs. Like they
Yeah,
lost Manny Bates before the season even started.
Yeah, another game
they-
I'm looking
Yeah,
that I'm looking at that could be sneaky one that could be closer than people think is Buffalo UConn. Buffalo was a tournament team.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
I like Buffalo every year. They're pretty decent.
I
I
think
like
I think
UConn a lot in that game. Not
I think
gonna lie.
20 is a lot though.
No, they went 20.
I think Buffalo's bad.
I don't think Buffalo loses by 20.
Do you guys know anything about Wake Forest? Because they're only favored by 11 against Utah Valley at home.
Utah Valley's decent though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake won't be bad. I mean,
They
They
just
lost
Georgia.
Laravia.
They
So
just destroyed Georgia.
yeah, I mean they lost Laravia, so I'm not betting on any Wake Forest.
And Alonzo
He's their best
Williams.
player.
Alonzo Miller.
Yeah, and Adonis Williams.
Yeah.
That guy was insane.
But back to the Buffalo UConn. I mean, JMU 97-62. That's how badly they beat Buffalo. 35 points at home.
Really? Wow.
JMU went to Buffalo from Virginia and beat Buffalo by 35 points. So now you want to bet on Buffalo to go to UConn. And you're only going to you only need 20 points. You only get 20 points. They
JMU's
just
been
lost by
killing it.
35. They beat Colgate by 1. And they let Colgate score 87. If you know Colgate, they don't score 87 a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think this Buffalo team's bad. 92 points against. That is a crazy figure. In back-to-back games, they allowed 87 and 97 points. And now you let a UConn team who only struggles on offense, like, play at home against them. UConn just beat Buffalo University by 29. Or Boston University.
What?
I don't know. Buffalo doesn't look good to me.
You
Yeah.
saying
I've got-
Chicago? Is that
I've
one?
got a pick.
I
You want-
like UConn. I like UConn. I think I mean, Sonogo's playing, right? Who they have for Sonogo? Is he not? Yeah, he's playing. He had like 30 last game. Let me look.
Sonogo's averaging
He had
20.
27 and 15 last game. If you can find me one guy on the Buffalo roster who is holding him to less than 15 points, I will say that Buffalo plus 20 is not a bad bet.
Yeah, Sonogo's averaging 23 right now. That's upset. Like that's ridiculous.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the Buffalo roster more, but now that I look at it even more, like I'm probably gonna ink UConn, to be honest. And I'll probably go on the slip today.
All right. Should we move to NHL or not?
NHL.
I've got one.
I
got a lock.
I've got one more pick.
I got two great.
Asher's got a college basketball pick. Let's hear it.
If you want you want like a small money line to bet on, take Northwestern at Georgetown.
Yeah, I have it too. Northwestern's gonna
Nope.
win. I would've
Georgetown
talked
is
about it.
so
Yeah.
bad.
I'm with you. I have it. Like, I'm going to be betting on Northwestern, but like, I just don't care. I don't think anyone cares enough to talk about that game. But I'm with you.
Fuck
Georgetown.
I bet on them
Georgetown
last
is one
year
of the
and they lost.
worst programs.
Georgetown-
in Power Six.
I
They
bet on
lost to
Georgetown
Aminu
last year and they lost
Mohammed.
25 straight games.
Their whole roster is just a bunch of random transfers. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just don't think they're good. And Northwestern's brought back like all their guys from last year, besides what's his name? Ryan Young. The guy went to Duke.
I
So
don't know. You could literally argue that
Pete Nance.
Georgetown has no good players besides the Sears guy and Cutest Wahab. The Spears guy. Who's
They have-
Spears? I don't even know.
they have
This
no
guy didn't.
identity. I don't think
Yeah.
they're that good.
Like, this guy was good for them last year, I guess. He was at Duquesne last year. They brought in a guy from Duquesne. But, I mean, he's averaging like 20 points, and they're still almost losing to Coppin State. And then
Yeah.
Cutest
Yeah.
Wahab literally transferred from Georgetown to Maryland and then back
I
to
saw that and
Georgetown.
he came back.
Like, what does that say about this program? Like, they're kind of a laughing stock. I don't know.
They're
ESPN has
terrible.
a 67% chance Georgetown. Don't like
Pat, Patrick Ewing, this is his last year there.
He's a terrible coach.
that.
Wait,
He's
how is
awful.
I figured he got fired in the offseason. How is he still there?
Nah.
They lost
Dude,
20
they
straight
can't
games.
fire him. He's
Bro,
like
he's
the greatest
fake.
player of all time.
Yeah, he's the greatest player of all time. They don't just
They need to
fire him
hire
one
Allen
and done,
Iverson.
bro.
True.
I don't know. Last year they only had whatever that guy, Muhammad.
Yeah, he's
Oh
gone.
yeah, he was
I
tough.
forgot.
That guy was tough.
Forgot his name.
Aminu.
Aminu
Muhammad.
Muhammad. Yeah.
That guy was
He's,
that
in
guy was
the,
valid.
he's in the G League now.
Whatever. This game sucks. Let's not talk about it anymore.
All right,
Yeah,
NHL.
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 All right,
Let's
all right,
start.
all right.
Let's start with a Robbie or Jackson pick since
I
they didn't
got
have
it.
Yeah,
much
they've
college
talked the
Let me
least.
basketball.
Let me tell you. I'm looking at Knights versus Sharks, and I'm liking the under on it. Last game they scored 5 in total against the Blues. Last time they played the Sharks, they had 6 in total. The line's under 6.5. I'm telling you, the Knights have been playing like shit. Me and Jackson know about that. We had some money on them, but let me tell you, it's the under is hitting no matter what.
I got Knights by 2 in that.
So
I mean,
do you
yeah,
still think
that's fair too.
do you think
mean-
the under will hit Jackson if the Knights win by at least 2?
I haven't really I didn't really look at the under. But
I'm not
I
betting
have-
the under in a Golden Knights
haven't-
game
I'm not betting the under at Knights when the Knights are at home. And I mean, they have
against a terrible defense.
they have 26 points right now, second most in the league. And with the minus 1.5 part, the Sharks average giving up 4 goals a game, and the Knights average 2. And I just think VGK has a really good chance of coming out strong at home. And I think that could hit. And then I also have an over on NHL, which is the Wings and Ducks, the Red Wings.
I took Red Wings money line too.
I mean, if you look at it, the Ducks are one of the worst goaltending teams in the league right now. They average 4.5 goals against them a game. And then also between both teams, they've played 30, 15 each, and 15 out of 30 of them have been over 6.5. And I mean, if you look at that, I just think when these two teams play, a lot of goals are scored in those games.
Fair, Jackson, you got them winning by 2?
No, I have the Red Wings and Ducks over 6.5,
Oh, you're talking about Red Wings, my bad.
and the Knights by 2.
Okay. Yeah, I tailed you on the Knights.
Okay.
Yeah, I might fade that and take the Sharks.
What, you're gonna take the Sharks?
Plus 2.5, dude. The Sharks score a lot of goals. And I'm just saying the Knights look shitty against the Blues, dude. I can't get over that. The Knights are the best team in hockey. So I think they do kind of the same thing that the Hurricanes do, where it's like they just they're all over you. And it kind of slows down the other team, but it also slows them down on offense sometimes. You gotta get tired, and I just think how many times is Eichel gonna get a hat trick for them to score 6? I forgot, I can't load it. Whatever the score was against a 6-4 win. I forgot who they played. but like Eichel's been getting hat tricks left and right.
Do they
On
still have
top of that-
Marchessault? That guy's pretty good.
Yeah, Marchessault. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to
mean,
bet the
I-
under. I don't want to bet the under. But also the Sharks, if I could pull it up, the Sharks have lost every single game by one. Like they lose every game by one because their goalie couldn't. I mean, the guy couldn't stop my grandmother on a slap shot. It's really bad. So I mean, you could say the over's a good bet, but it's still the Golden Knights, and they're kind of just like a killer at home. So
I agree.
I
with
don't
you.
know. Look at San Jose's last five. 3-2 win. 5-4 win over the Stars, by the way, in Dallas. Lost to St. Louis by 2 in St. Louis. Then 5-4 shootout loss against Anaheim. 4-3 shootout loss against Florida. I mean, they're not losing by a lot often.
I mean, you
I'm
can.
not
Yeah,
like
I
I'm
agree
not
with you on
sprinting to
that.
make this bet, but
I agree with you on that, Will. I mean, you can also look at the Knights. Their past 14 games, I would say they're 50% of winning 2 or more. And yes, they have been playing like shit, but I mean, you look at that and 50% of the time they're putting a lot of goals on the board.
Why do you guys think they're playing like shit? Because before last night or before their
no, they're
last
not
night's
playing
game,
like shit. Their
Wait.
offense hasn't looked as impressive.
they won 9 straight before last game.
The way they
I
played.
mean, it's because they blew up the Sabres, though. When they blew up the Sabres, I was like on top of the world with the Knights, and then they lose. Dude, the Blues hadn't won a game in like I want to say 2 weeks when they beat the Golden Knights.
But look at the Blues, and the Blues are so like you can't trust anything they do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they beat the
not.
Avalanche last night. So
I mean, yeah, look, they beat
It's
the
insane.
Avalanche. They beat the Avalanche and they beat the Knights, one of the best teams in the entire league. And then before this, they're on a 7-game losing streak. So you have no clue what they're going to bring to the table whatsoever. And
I mean, listen
they're
to these scores though. Listen to these Golden Knights scores at home against really bad teams. Golden Knights 4-3 against the Coyotes. 5-1 against the Coyotes. 1-0 against the Blackhawks. 5-2 against the Jets.
Okay.
They lost to the Avs at home. 3-1 against the Maple Leafs. They beat the Sharks 4-2 last time. They beat the Golden Knights 4-0 at home, but they beat the Jets 2-1 at home. In November, they've played 1 game at home and they lost outright to the Blues.
okay.
So they're like pretty split with that puck line at home.
Yeah, no.
And
I mean,
San Jose
100%.
keeps it close. You're not really getting any money with Vegas. And like you can get money plus 1.5. I mean the odds have to be. I don't know. I don't know what the odds are on the San Jose puck line, but I just figure if it's plus money, you got to take that, right? Like if that's the case, I'd rather take the plus money than bet on a coin flip with Las Vegas to win a game by 2 goals.
I've got
Like betting
2
on anyone to
NHL
win by
picks.
2.
I have 2 NHL picks.
What do you have?
I got over in the Lightning Stars game, over 6.
Yeah.
And I've got the Canucks money line against the Sabres.
Let me look.
I mean, I didn't look at the Buffalo game.
Yeah, I mean, Buffalo has been terrible lately. And
Buffalo's
Would-
on like a 6-game losing streak right now.
yeah, 5 game. Yeah.
Luke, what'd you say you liked?
Think they're gonna make it
Over?
6?
Lightning Stars over 6 and Canucks money line.
I like the Lightning Star over 6.
The Canucks are pretty bad though.
The Canucks
Yeah,
are
I mean,
very bad. So
Honestly, Canucks Sabres probably
I
don't
like the
touch it,
over.
but
I like the over a lot in that game. If you look at the Canucks, I'm pretty sure they lead the
I
league in
looked at that,
penalty
Will.
minutes. They
I
might
looked at
lead the
that.
league in penalty minutes. If not 1, they're 2. And if any of you know who Tage Thompson is, you don't want to give that guy a power play. So I mean, I don't think the Sabres are good, and they haven't looked good, and the odds keep coming down on them. But I
yeah.
think they'll score on the power play at least twice, right? I mean, they always do. They're not a great power play team, but they'll score a couple.
I mean,
You
it's
give
a
up that
minus.
many.
It's an even line. So I mean, like it's obviously a 50-50 pick, but I would lean Canucks. And then the Stars Lightning over. I mean, they're both good teams. And I
Yeah.
think from what I've seen lately, the Stars have been scoring a ton of goals.
Yeah, I'm just scared to bet the over in a Vasilevsky game.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna mention that. That's a fair point, but I don't know. I think at if you're getting it at 6.5, I probably wouldn't take it. But if it's at 6, you might as well, because you can get the push. Worst case.
Yeah, it's at 6 right
Yeah.
now.
I mean,
Luke, have you looked at the past games with Tampa Bay and like how many goals they let up? Because I mean, like Will said, I mean that's scary business betting the under in that game.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
4-3 against Carolina, 5-3 against Buffalo. So they went over twice. 5 with Edmonton. They lost 5-1 to the Caps and then beat them 6-3 the next night. They hit at least 6 in a game with the Caps twice in a row. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Lightning will
know.
for sure I think the Lightning will put up at least 3 themselves, and then the Stars are averaging the second most goals in the league. So if they can get 3, say it's 3-3, it hits obviously. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely looking in.
Luke, you got the over in that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of my super confident picks, but yeah, I like the over.
Did anyone look at the Caps Panthers?
I looked into it for a second, but when I saw the line, I just
Yeah. What are you gonna do with that?
Panthers are inconsistent. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm never betting on the Panthers ever
we
again.
got 88% of the bets are on the Panthers to win.
See,
I've got a pick.
See, I would lean more to the Caps, but I mean, go ahead, Asher.
I'm not much of an NHL guy, but I'm looking, and the Devils are on like a 9-game winning streak. They're going into Montreal.
It's gonna
Give
end.
me the Canadians money line.
I like the Canadians on the puck
Nick
line and the money
Suzuki,
line.
Cole Caulfield. Give me the Habs with the plus money.
I have the Habs. I like it. I just think the Devils are the Devils, right?
Yeah,
Because I haven't been into hockey for that long, but the Devils are never good.
but never good.
So,
not.
They're
They're
never
not.
good.
never good.
You're
So,
right.
they're
Also, after the
statistically-
Canadians,
there's-
Canadians are on a 3-game streak of their own. Just to mention,
Yeah.
So that's pretty
The
good.
Canadians play their best hockey at home. The
They do.
Devils, as of right now, are playing statistically the best hockey of all time. That's gotta end, right? I mean, it has to.
Mhm.
Like, if you go on Money Puck's a good website. They have a chart that indicates like the best teams, the worst teams by goals scored and goals allowed. And the Devils are literally the epitome of perfect hockey. I don't know, man. It's got to
Their
end one
goalie-
day. I want to be on the right side when they lose because, I mean, I had the Coyotes last time. I thought the Coyotes were going to get it done.
Dude, the Coyotes are
It's the Canadian.
solid.
It's the Habs time.
They're not
The
even
Coyotes
bad.
are solid, dude. If they could
They're
control
not
the
even
puck a little
bad.
better. Yeah, if they
Dude,
could
they-
control the puck a little better.
Dude, I
they'd
mean, they
win the
play in a
games.
they play in a college stadium though. That's the problem.
It is kind of cool though. If you ever seen a game there, it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. And I bet it's fun to
Actually,
go to.
I like under 6.5. I mean, I just looked at it, but I like under 6.5 in Devils Canadians. I think it'll be if the Canadians win, I think it'll be pretty low scoring.
Maybe.
I don't.
Yeah, the Devils have a really good goalie.
Bro, the Devils also score an absurd amount of goals
Devils
that they
score
should.
so fucking much. It's
The
ridiculous.
Devils, yeah. The Devils'
it's not
goals scored
continuing.
over expected number is like ridiculous. Like
Exactly. So
yeah.
it's like FIP. Like they're predicted to come down. Then like it's
I could
gonna-
agree with the money line. I don't know about the over though.
Goals for above expected. Montreal 5.82.
There you go.
New Jersey Devils 0.39. They're a little bit over average.
Okay.
I'm not betting the under. I'm not betting the under at all.
I have
I
one.
mean-
I have one prop for NHL. If you guys are interested,
Let's hear it.
Maybe swing for the fences.
Prop, but go ahead.
it's minus 185 odds. So you're laying the juice here, but it's Bo Horvat over 2.5 shots on goal. He's on the Canucks.
I mean, what does he average? You got an average or anything? I mean, I'm sure he averages like
No.
3.5.
I'm looking.
I mean,
This is
he
the
has,
lock.
he has
This is the lock.
13 goals right now. And
I don't know.
Why
My
can't I
thing with
see?
props in every single sport is like,
I hate props.
are you like, do you understand the sport enough to like know how they're gonna have to play based on like who they're playing? Because like it is professional sports. Like they have film. Like they know what's happening. So it's just like, is
Yeah,
that
that's
going to
fair.
change? Is that going to change on a night to night basis where I'm laying 185? Like I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched many Canucks games this year either.
The only props I'll ever bet on are strikeout props.
Yeah,
That's
strikeout
it.
props are so cash.
I love them. That's it. I'll never bet anything else.
Any other
Wow.
NHL picks, or should we go to Maction?
I actually,
I got a
actually
match
have,
pick.
I have one more NHL pick. I'm pretty confident in this actually.
All right, let's hear it.
So Leafs are going. The Leafs versus the Pens. I like the Penguins on the money line.
I thought you
honestly.
hate the Penguins.
I do. I think the Penguins are absolutely terrible,
Here-
but they'll be good at the end of the year because they always are, and so will Toronto. But
The Maple Leafs, they're choke artists.
if
I don't
Maple
know.
Leafs choke, if Samsonov is not in goal, I really like the Penguins. I guess I don't know. Let me look if he's a projected starter yet, but no, they're starting Murray, so I don't know.
Okay.
The Leafs have just struggled in goal without Samsonov. So if he's still hurt, yeah, I like the
Interesting.
Penguins to win, and it's a coin flip. It's even
Okay.
money.
So then, do you
But-
like if you're focused on the goalies? Then do you like the over, or no?
I don't know. Two weird teams.
I was
I
gonna
don't
pick
know.
the over in that, Luke. I mean,
Yeah,
I
over.
You
I wrote
could.
that one down.
You definitely could. I don't know. These seem like two of the most inconsistent teams ever, though. So it's just
Yeah.
like I don't know if I want to dabble with
that's-
that. But I just
that's fair.
definitely think that the Leafs without Samsonov are like a much worse team. Like you take away the goalie, like a good goalie, I think that just hurts you a lot. Especially going to Pittsburgh. Those fans love hockey.
Yeah,
It's
that's
legit
true.
there. I'm not a fan of betting on the Leafs, and you get really good odds for just the money line. So,
All right.
but Maction,
Yeah, I have one Maction pick. I hope nobody is more than that. But
I got
got
one.
If
All
you're
right,
touching
well-
the Toledo Bowling Green game, I don't know.
You're a
It's,
maniac. Yeah, you're a
You're a
maniac.
maniac.
I-
That's so
I-
many points.
my pick is
So many
over
points.
in Ball State, Ohio, over 57.
I like Ball State in that plus 3.5.
Okay.
I like
Jackson,
the over. I'm with
Over.
Luke.
Yep. All right.
I mean, I got nothing for you. I didn't look at all in action.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about it. I just looked quickly at it.
I like the only thing I know about Ball State is that the running back is literally insane. Carson Steele, he's so good. And
I mean-
I think Ohio's just like due to lose one.
I mean,
Like-
Ohio's won 5 straight. They
Yeah.
average 34 points a game. So if you're gonna beat them, you got to put up a good amount of points. So I just think the over is a good play. That's it.
I don't know. The quarterback for Ohio, he's actually like a
Rourke.
solid quarterback-ish.
He's good.
Rourke. Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
been a solid quarterback. Like if you look at their last games, they're actually a pretty good team. Like when they go on the road, they win pretty convincingly. They're like,
I had them against Miami, Ohio last week.
Oh wait,
yeah,
bro, they're the ones who when they played Fordham, this guy on Fordham had 300 receiving yards and
Dude.
4 touchdowns.
Fordham's quarterback is insane.
Yeah, look at
Deverak,
him.
he's really insane. Like he's so good. I mean, I know he's
500
playing against like I don't even like janitors, but still, like
Let's hope the game tonight is this score. Over is cash.
I don't know about that, but because I don't Ball State's quarterback is kind of
yeah. I was gonna say Ball State kind of wins like on defense ish.
Okay.
Their defense
yeah.
is
That
not
is
good, but
their games. Yeah, all of Ball State's games I've gone under for the most
yeah,
part.
like Maction
Just
just
because
they don't
they
go
run the
under, but
ball.
Maction is low, like
they
low
run the
scoring.
ball a lot.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like that Carson Steele guy he's literally so good.
Robbie, do you have a
I don't
Maction?
know.
I got nothing on that.
My
Can't
brother
even tell you
also.
what Maction is.
My brother was talking about. Let me look what he said. But he was saying in that Toledo game, it might be snowing. 17 is a lot in the snow. And apparently,
What's the
Bowling
over-under
Green
on
is,
that?
like a really good
15.5.
pass rush. So I don't know. I don't like Maction ever. He likes Maction, and he likes the over in the Ohio Ball State game.
Okay.
I don't know. A quarterback with 11 interceptions, and I'm betting the over in his game. That's crazy. But if you're into it,
A lot of people have NBA picks. I got one pick and one prop.
It's your pick.
Nets money line plus money in Sacramento. Kings have won 3 straight. Nets just lost. I just think the Nets are due for a win. The Kings, fuck the Kings. They suck.
Is Sacramento -2 there?
Yeah,
Dude, the Kings are solid. I won't even lie. They're actually pretty good.
I don't buy it. I think
I can see the Kings winning by 2 there.
I think the Nets are due for a win.
That's in Sacramento, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you
I don't
have?
know.
And then I got one prop. I just got Julius Randle over 20 points. He's averaging 26 over his last 5. I think the Jazz are obviously a decent team. I think he'll get it easily.
Yeah. Just gonna say they
do you got?
score so many points compared to
Our defense
like we've been
sucks, so-
our defense sucks and our offense is kind of good now. It's like a complete
Yeah, exactly. So
flip of the switch. I don't really know what happened.
yeah,
I like the Mavericks.
Randall over his last 5 is averaging 26 on 50% shooting, 44 from 3. So I think he can easily get 20 points. 21
Gross.
points.
I like the Blazers laying 8 at home against the Spurs.
Oof.
I think the Spurs have come back down to earth, and they just got.
They just beat the Bucks.
I mean,
No,
this is what
I
happened
mean,
to them
well,
last
they're
night.
coming.
They just-
Okay, yeah,
Fluke win against the Bucks.
yeah. They literally
yeah.
lost like 6 straight prior to that.
Oh my god, they got 40 piece last night.
Yeah, they're coming off a back-to-back after getting like destroyed.
But I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a trap.
That seems exactly when
Nah.
you should bet on them because they're getting more points.
Yeah,
than they
I
should
agree
be.
with Will. I would take.
I would
take
rather
the
take
plus
San
8.
Antonio plus the 8
Mhm.
because like
Yeah, I would too.
Portland went to Dallas and lost by 5.
Does
What- I
Portland
think
Portland
Portland
when
hasn't
does
been home in
Portland-
a while.
Portland doesn't blow teams out though, do they?
Oh my god, they were on a 6-game
Nah,
road trip.
dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say they haven't been home in so long. That's awful. I don't know. They lost to the Jazz at home this year.
They lost.
I
to
mean,
the
I don't think
Grizzlies.
I don't
They
think
beat the
Spurs will
Suns
win.
at home.
I don't think the Spurs will win, but I don't know
Damn.
if I'd lay 8 points. I would not do that.
Now the Trailblazers are low key like destroying
They're nice
bad
as
teams
fuck.
at home. Yeah, when they play bad teams at home, they're winning by a lot of points.
Yeah,
They haven't played a home game in 5 games.
Okay.
6.
Six.
That's either a good thing or a bad thing. We'll have to see.
I mean, I got. Yeah, Mavericks minus 6.5 would probably be like the only NBA. I always look at like NBA bets, and I'm like, yeah, that'll probably hit, and then I don't take it. And like,
Well,
I would say like 50% of the time it hits. So that's
The-
my free 50%er.
really,
Mavericks
the only way
won at home.
to bet on the NBA is to just lie bet the team that's down at halftime.
Yeah,
You're right.
I
That's
agree.
actually a cheat code.
That's literally the only. I watch these NBA games and it's a whole new game every quarter. So it's just like, do I even care? Like,
If
it's
a
like
good team is
predicting
down,
rainbows.
if a good team is down like 15 points, just lie bet their spread. It's hitting every time.
Yeah, Luke, remember last year we bet on the Celtics when they were down by like 20 and a half to the Mavericks?
No, they were down 25 in like the second quarter. And it was like
Yeah.
10 for 60. And then they lost
Then-
on the game winner.
And then they came back, and then Luka hit a step back 3 on them.
Do you remember I
Yeah.
did that opening night? Opening night, I bet on the Suns like minus 6.5 when they were down like 18 or something, and then
Oh,
they
yeah,
won
I
by
told you.
6.
I tell
They
you
won
on
by
that.
like 6, and you had like minus 4.5 instead.
Yeah, it was free. No, but
Yeah.
I did a similar thing a couple weeks ago. It was like a month ago actually. It was the Lakers. Lakers were down 15 at the end of the third. I live bet them to win 10 for 95 and live bet them plus 11, and they were up with 1 minute left and they lost.
What game is that?
Lakers Clippers.
Damn. I was betting when the Lakers were becoming underdogs every night, I was really just betting on them every night until they won, and they finally beat the Nuggets.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
All right, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm out of picks, and I think we're out of games anyway. So
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no more sports.
I wrote down everything. That's it for me.
yeah, do we want to put in final show
Nah.
cards? Where did I put my pen? All right.
That's it.
Is there a Gershon
Anyone?
Max?
Yeah, what's the Gershon play? I want to
What's
write
the
down
Gershon
everyone's
play of the day?
picks. I wanna-
Gershon, what's the number 1 player for you today?
Dude, fuck, let me load back up. Sign me out.
Everybody give their number one. Their
I got the
max.
most on Kansas and Duke over 145.
Okay,
I have that too.
that's
That's
your
I
your
max.
one?
also have the Knights winning by 2, and I took the Canadians. Straight bet on the money line.
I'd
what's
say,
every-
I'd say
What's
I'm most,
everyone's? Yeah.
I'm most confident in the Auburn Winthrop under. I'd say.
I looked at that. I mean, after you explained it, I mean, it seems pretty good.
But it's also, I mean, why would the line be that high if it's not going to be high scoring? Like that's a really high line. So I don't
That's
know.
fair.
It is it keeps on
Going
like
up.
increasing. So I mean, that's a little.
I scratched it off. I don't know. I'm sus.
What do
Yeah,
you got, Asher? What's your number one play?
But
What's your number one play?
I'd say either Louisville or Temple.
Yeah.
But I have one. I didn't get to say it when we moved on from college basketball. I have one more that I like, and it's at 10 o'clock. It's kind of degenerate, but it's UC Irvine minus 5.5 against Loyola Marymount. But I think the line dropped to like 4, but I got it at 5.5, which kind of sucks. But dude, this UC Irvine team just beat Oregon by 13 in Eugene.
Fluke.
I mean,
No, they
but
played really good defense.
Asher, didn't you use this reverse logic a couple weeks ago? It's like, or a couple days ago, some team upset a team, and then you're like, now everybody's high on them, and
Nah,
now they're gonna
but-
lose.
But they're probably playing like a good team. I mean, Loyola Marymount's terrible.
Okay, that's
They're
fair.
awful.
Also, I said it earlier, the money line, Michigan State +7. I don't know how this isn't a close game. Why wouldn't it be close?
Because Michigan State, I don't think they're that good. I'm not
I mean,
very high.
they just lost by 1 to Gonzaga, so they can't be that.
They're pretty
bad.
good.
That game was a fucking mess.
All right.
It was
Worf,
a
what's your,
joke. The win that
Worf, what's your card?
no one could shoot.
My card.
What's your card? What do you
Mine-
got today?
Well, first, my number one is probably the Red Wings and Ducks over. And then I got Kentucky, Michigan State over, Duke, Kansas over,
Okay.
Knights -2, -1.5, and
I like that.
the Red Wings and Ducks over 6.5. I after what Luke said, Auburn Winthrop, I'm looking at that too.
I don't know, dude. I'm a little sus because the
Dude, the line movement killed me. Like
Why
I
is the
can't,
line
I
so
can't take
high?
it with the line movement like that.
Dude, yeah, that I mean that's what's I don't know.
If you
I-
get
I-
spooked, just
I scratched off NC State. I don't think NC State's going to beat them by 15. I mean,
yeah.
both the teams are averaging 86 points a game. So, I mean, I don't know what the over is in that, but
Yeah, it's definitely hard to make picks this early in the season.
I
Everybody
think-
played
I
like 3 games.
my number one's definitely the Red Wings and Ducks. So,
All right.
Um,
It's Red Wings Ducks over, right? Or under?
yeah, over.
Over.
I'm gonna go. Final picks are I'm probably gonna go with UConn -20. I don't really see a way that stays close. And I'm throwing. I took Northwestern, and then
Okay.
honestly, I don't really know because I think I'm scratching Dayton now. But
I feel like it's such a trap.
yeah,
Like,
I don't
why
know
are they
about
laying?
it.
Why are they laying that low points?
I don't
It's
know.
too-
I think Duke -1.5 will probably be my last one that I'm super serious about.
Yeah.
That seems a little easier. And then yeah, like I said, Canadians puck line, that's insane value to me. And Penn's money line. So
What's the
that's
puck
everything I
line?
got.
What are the odds on that?
They might still be plus money, dude.
No, they're only like the Devils are only like -190, so it's got to be like plus like 140 or something.
I think they're plus 110, 120.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's still plus money.
It is. I took them at plus 1.
The puck line
No,
or the money
talking about
line?
money line.
I'm talking about the puck line.
No,
Oh.
plus 1.5's all the way down to 165, but it was.
Yeah,
it
that's
was-
what I'm looking at. I just like
Yeah.
I'd rather just take them to win at that point.
Yeah, I got
Really?
them plus 160 for the money line.
I think
Because
their
if the
odds
Devil-
I just think their odds of losing by 1 are really high. I think their
I
odds
don't
of
know,
losing
'cause I
by
feel
1 are
like
really high. That's
realistically,
what
if
I'm
the
betting on.
Devils are gonna
You're
win,
betting
they're
for it?
gonna.
I think the Devils are gonna win.
Yeah.
So why would I take?
Any,
I'm
I
not
think the
betting on the
Canadiens
Devils to
win, but
lose.
if the Devils win, I think they're gonna kill them.
yeah,
So,
today.
I don't.
We have a guest pick. We have a guest pick.
Guess pick.
What do you have to say?
Daniel,
I gotta go.
Wait, wait,
Canucks Sabres
what
over
was his
6.5.
pick last week? What was his pick last week was Miami minus 3.5
Yeah,
on our
that
other
cash.
podcast.
Hey,
On our other
I'm going
podcast.
Canucks Sabres over 6.5.
He likes it. Yeah, I like it.
All right. Good pick. Good pick. We'll see if you can get your record to 2-0.
What do you say, Nux?
Canucks Sabres.
Canucks Sabres over 6.5. Yeah, the penalty minutes of the Canucks are what we'll probably
That's
get
at
it there. Hopefully.
That's at 7 for me right now. I have that at 7 right now. It's at 7.
Okay.
All right. Well,
7?
That's plus 116.
Interesting.
So I don't know about that, but I mean,
We'll see.
I'm probably gonna scratch off the Canadians too. I mean, that's just a scary game. It can go either way.
Yeah.
And
It's a value bet.
I
Canadiens
think
win.
that I just think that the odds that you get for plus 1.5 are absolutely worth it. If you look at the halves, bro, the
Minus
halves lose
160.
so many games by one, bro. The halves lose so many games by one. I think the Habs are winning, bro. But I don't. Like, it's still the
think they'll win.
Devils. But I just think they'll be in it. They play their
Dude,
best
the
hockey at
Devils
home.
like they just have to lose at some point. I think the Canadians
Yeah.
can do that because they're good at home.
Yeah.
Like
But
All right. Well, that's it from me.
yeah, let's get the hell out of here. It's been a while.
True.
See how long this is.
we'll be seeing.
Yeah,
Alright.
salute. We got everyone's picks. We'll go over them next show. We'll see what everyone's record is.
All right.
But
All right,
Bet
Till
How
then.
often are we doing this?
we'll find
every
out.
day. Just do it every day.
Every day.
I'm-
It's kind of
I'm
crazy.
down. I'm
Wait,
down for every day.
We can try every day. We'll just have to become a little
Dude,
more
I mean,
efficient.
I'm good with
Yeah.
every day, but we probably shouldn't have it this long.
Yeah, we'd have to make it more efficient.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
let's
It's
get
the
the hell
first
outta here.
show.
all right. Peace,
All right,
boys.
peace, boys.
All right.